So, what is going on, guys? Today we're going to be taking a look at the SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Superhero, or Dragon Ball Super Superhero, Broly. And this is the one from the movie. This is the Broly that they released in conjunction with that line from the superhero movie, which there's, like, a character of pretty much everything. Like, I don't even think he's really in the movie. he got a figure art because it's Broly. And I'm pretty sure I'm saying it right. I'm pretty sure it is Broly, not Brawly. I've heard both, so I'm going to stick with Broly and hope that's right. I still don't know a thing about this character. I have no idea about him. All I know is that he's a pretty big fan favorite. And as far as it goes with it, this is the box. He comes in a long box, so it's about as wide as the typical box, but also goes up because he's quite the large figure. On the back of the box, pictures of him, along with the typical shipping labels. This is the UK label, as mine came from France. Ordered them through Amazon. It's like, oh yeah, it'll be there soon. It came in like a week, and it came from France, so that's fun. But as far as it goes, that's the box. So let's get a look at the tray. And as far as the tray goes, you can see there is the figure, his various hands, along with this, which we'll get to that when we get to the accessories, and we'll talk about the whole superhero line as a whole, and of course his alternate faceplates. And so getting Broly out of the box, this is what he looks like, and he's pretty basic, and he's a lot of reuse is the thing with this figure that I always hear. As far as it goes, he has the other Brolys that are released with the armor. This one doesn't have the armor. I think the armor looks cooler, but they're a lot more expensive than this guy. This guy is cheap in comparison, and he wasn't too cheap either. The armored Broly for the Broly movie, if I'm not mistaken, has the exact same lower half, but the armored section's up here instead of just what seems to be a basic large body. It's just painted gray. That's the way to put it, is it's just painted gray or is sculpted in gray. I think the neck's the only part that is painted. This is just sculpted. But it's just meant to be a muscle shirt, so of course it's just not gonna have anything going on. It's just basically what you'd expect out of Broly. There's a bit of reuse, I would assume, with the forearms as well. And the head sculpt is your generic Broly. He has this big poofy hairstyle. He has the scar on the side of his left cheek, and he looks pretty good. I mean, he has the typical Dragon Ball male face, which apparently people never knew that they're just the same character design, but with different hair. It's a little jarring. I don't know how people don't know that. Once you do know that, though, it's a little funny, because then you realize everyone's the same. From the back, pretty similar. It's just the muscle detailing, and then this, which can move up and out of the way if you'd like. This is completely like a rubber material. This is a little more solid than the side ones, though. These are a little bit more pliable. Again, the legs, pretty generic. They're just your purple muscle legs. He did not skip leg day, to say the least. And his boots are just large Vegeta boots, but with the green toes, which are nice, and I do like the look of those. I like that green. It's a very, very nice emerald green. I mean, as far as it goes, details, I mean, most of the detailing that you'd be looking at is down here in, like, the waistcoat area, or, like, this kind of, like, thing here. It's very well sculpted with the kind of fur detailing, and then I'm gonna guess, like, a hide maybe there. The inside is also very nice. It's very different to the outside. It looks very good, and I have no issues with the look of the figure. I don't own any other Broly or anything really else, so the reuse doesn't really get to me, because I haven't really hit any reuse points with my figuarts that I own yet, because I own only 5 Dragon Ball ones. 6. Frieza comes this week, apparently, so look out for that review soon, too. But as far as it goes, that is the Broly. So let's take a look at his hands first, and then we'll take a look at the faces. Hand-wise, you get a ton, which I'll just actually display on Broly, because he's tall and he's in the tall setup, so I can't really pan it down, or they'll be like that, and then I'd have to like pull it back, and it's just out of frame, and it's all out of focus. You get my gist. So we're just going to display them on Broly, starting with, of course, basic fisted hands. They're fisted hands. They all have them. They're all pretty much automatically on out of the box, We then have your open hands or key blast hands, whatever you want to use them as. They look quite good. I do like them. And one thing I must say with him is I don't really have a fear of his hand breaking because the ball joint is massive. These are absolutely massive in comparison to other figuart hands. They're just massive. And next up, we have his open grip hand, which is, you know, it's an open grip. They always come with these. He comes with the standard 3+1. And the +1 hand is this one, and I'm not sure what it does. I'm not sure what this hand means yet. As I said, I'm still not really introduced to Broly. I know nothing really about him other than that there's the non-canon Broly, and then there's this one, which is canon Broly. So I'm not sure if this is just something that is in the superhero movie, if it's some kind of move. I have no I have no idea on it. Someone can tell me if they can. Please tell me. I don't know. I really don't know what this means yet. I'm almost a super, which means I'm going to meet Broly soon. But as far as it goes, not a clue on this hand. It's just a hand. It's like the old look down here, and then he gotcha. So starting with the basic standard face out of the box, which is his just basic neutral face. It's nothing special. We always see it. Swapping his face is easy. It's just remove his bangs, which is a typical thing. And then you can put on one of his other faces, which are always included with Dragon Ball figures. Teeth gritting face, which is teeth gritting face. It's angry. This is the one I usually display him with, so I'm completely good with that. Next is the generic yelling face. I mean, not really anything too crazy there. It's that, again, same detailing, everything. It's just he's yelling. And last for the faceplates is the more interesting one, which is the crying face. This is when he witnesses Vegeta beat Goku, while Goku and Vegeta are just kind of sparring on Barris's planet, and he just gets moved to tears. I know that for some reason. I know nothing else but that, because I've seen that on an Instagram reel one time. That's why. That's the only reason I know what this face is for. It's just funny. It doesn't really have a use. I don't have a use for this face. It's just one that you can have. It's funny to have it, and I like having it. It's just really funny, and I like that the tears are, like, sculpted on there, too. Like, they're legitimately sculpted. They're not painted, they're sculpted. It's craziness. But that is the crying face, and we have one more accessory, which isn't even involved with Broly. And the last accessory is this. This is not Broly's. This is Gohan's. So, with the superhero line, Gohan has accessories that don't come with him. He doesn't come with much himself. I looked at the Gohan figure. I ordered him. He does come with absolutely nothing, though. He comes with about the same amount as the Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku I reviewed. But it's like, he doesn't come with much. But Broly here comes with his headpiece, which I'm thinking is him powering up. I think? I don't know, because it's a lot. The hair's more flying upwards. I'm not sure what this headpiece is for, but it's there, and it's just able to attach to Gohan. It has all the parts ready for Gohan to go in there. That's it, though. Doesn't do much more. But the thing with the superhero line is it seems like there's a fair few of the figures that happen to have Gohan parts. I think Pan comes with a Gohan part. Yes, there's a figuarts Pan for some reason. Not GT Pan, which is coming out. I mean, like, Kid Pan from the movie, which is crazy. And then the Gammas 1 and 2 figures come with, like, 15 Gohan parts. I think Gamma 1, if I'm not mistaken, comes with the Super Saiyan head sculpts for Gohan. And then Gamma 2 comes with the cape and glasses parts for Gohan. So with Gamma 2, you just get, like, the cape, like Piccolo's. And then you get the head sculpt with the glasses. They just basically include Gohan accessories everywhere. And it's the only way to get it is if you buy another figure, which is another $100. Both Gammas are like $100 on eBay. At least the ones I found that are from, like, the place I got this guy from. I'm going to buy the Gamma 1 from them, but the Gamma 2 is from a different place in France. But I'll get them nonetheless. But that's really just the explanation of this random piece. That's it. It's the piece. I'll never use it until I get that Gohan, which I have pre-ordered, but he doesn't come out till, like, November or something like that. Him and Piccolo re-release. And that's the accessories, so let's get into the articulation, which is basic articulation. Ball joint in the head. It's a little bit more restricted going back because of hair. He has a lot of hair. He doesn't have the part where it's like on like a separate joint connected to the neck or whatever. He does have the neck joint there. Forward and back. Outward butterfly joint. Double elbow, which is a little more restrictive than I'd like. Goes a little bit beyond 90, but not much. Hands on a ball joint and retains all the typical figuarts articulation. As mentioned, if you rotate it correctly, you can get an up and down as well. It does have the ab crunch area, which does, it goes upward, which is nice. You get that. You get forward and back. But like I said, a bit more restrictive because these, they're in the way a bit, but they're, like I said, pliable. And for backwards, that moves. So you at least have that. Double jointed knee, but it doesn't go too far. He has too many sculpted muscles for it to go far back. We then have a joint at the foot that goes forward and back. And if you can get it to work correctly, you can get the side, it already just has side tilt built in. So we're good. And it does have toe bend, because everybody has toe bend. So that's basically the articulation. That's basically it for Broly himself. So let's just get to my final thoughts on Broly here. And as far as it goes, I mean, he's good. He's not really spectacular, though. It seems like with a lot of the superhero characters, they don't come with a lot. And that's kind of small, I guess. In the case of Broly, he doesn't do anything in movies, so it makes sense. But the fact of the matter is, they basically made Broly, gave him the basic stuff, and he's just a kit bash of other parts, just so they could have another Broly, because there's a lot of Broly fans out there, and why not? One thing I will say with the superhero line is the Gohan parts. Vegeta doesn't come with one, and Gohan doesn't come, or not Gohan, Goku doesn't come with one, but I think, like, everybody else, Piccolo doesn't either, but most of, like, the random Access cast members from that movie that got figures just randomly got Gohan parts. Like I said, if you don't own Gohan, you basically, especially if you don't keep the boxes. I keep the boxes, so I'm good with them. You just get this thing, and I hate it. Like, I don't have Gohan yet. I'm not going to have him till, like, December, pretty much, because CMD Store was out of pre-orders for that Gohan, because everybody wants that Gohan, I guess. And guess what? The Gammas are premium Bandai exclusive, so good luck with them. You're paying about, if I go to get them, I'm paying $130 each for them. That's not even a joke. That's how much I'm going to pay, and I am going to get them. I'm going to get them, just so I can have that Gohan parts. I don't even care about the figures that much. I'm like, I just want the Gohan parts so I can have that Gohan. That's it. Gohan's one of my favorite characters. I'm going to try to get Gohan's parts to make him cool, especially when he has my favorite version. I'm not even talking about Broly. Like I said, I don't know anything about Broly. I just think Broly looks cool. He's another Saiyan, which is awesome. And this design isn't the best looking in comparison to the other one. The armored design is my favorite. Where he has like the big shoulder pads and chest piece. That one looks awesome. And of course he has the legendary Super Saiyan version as well. This is probably the worst version you can get of him, but it's probably the cheapest. That's the only thing with this guy, is he's easily the cheapest, and I still paid $115 for him. He is massive, though. I'm going to see if I can get one of them down here, size-wise. Just to straighten out Goku's legs here real quick. There's Goku. Yeah, I never really mentioned that he's massive. That's just Goku. Don't mind him holding that. I don't have a Kamehameha effect part, so that's what I use. But yeah, he's massive in comparison, so there's at least that. So he is worth that because of the money. He's going to be big. But is he a recommendation? If you can get him cheap enough, sure. I would say it. But there's other Brolys, and I feel like we're going to get more Brolys because they just keep remaking things. Like they're making another blue Vegeta. It's like they just keep making things over and over. I don't know if they will get to him again, though, because now I'm thinking about it. They're kind of in like the Saiyan Saga Namek area. Like they've went back and they're doing Vegeta from Namek where just getting the one with the shoulder pads from Namek. Then we're getting the other combat armor one where he doesn't have the yellow, like, straps. We're just getting, like, the white combat armor. And then even the Goku they're releasing for San Diego Comic-Cons, like, the Saiyan Saga one, so he has, like, the skinnier neck. It's the early Dragon Ball Z parts. But that's it. That's really all I have to say. And as far as Broly goes, I'm going to give him a solid... I'm going to give him, like, a 3.5 or a 4. He's good. He's fine. He's nice, but he's not anything crazy. Again, I don't know much about him. I'm sure I'll like Broly, but, like, right now, he's just fine. That's really all I have to say about this figures. This has been my review of SH Figuarts Broly. It's been IltILTElite signing out.